Gonna buff it out.
All right, can you hear us now? Can you hear us? Awesome. You can hear us now. Thank you,
Yes.
Lord.
Cool.
All right, we're going to have a little party. We're just going to wait for the music. Epically.
I was gonna say, up until the music comes, you could have beatboxed and like we could have just.
Do you know this song? Ready? This one goes out to Talia.
Is this a Harry Styles song? Is it?
It is.
No judgment here, Talia.
Clear the dance floor. Totally not waiting for Emily to come.
Who's Emily?
Emily.
Oh.
Emily.
Oh, Emily.
Emily.
Emily. That makes it
Honestly,
so much.
thought this was a boppy song.
I was gonna say, so did. Oh, we're definitely clearing the dance floor.
All right.
Oh, the old classic. I don't. Yes, we can.
Oh, the lawnmower. Yeah, the lawnmower. All right. Is this a dance off now? Is this a dance off?
It's just a dance slaughter because I'm gonna kill you. Oh, just let me adore you. I do know this song.
Now it's a duet.
Just let me adore you. Oh. Another classic, The Sprinkler. Oh, yes.
I love the foot as well. Damn.
It's the only way I can remain balanced. Stop.
I definitely thought this was more hardcore song. I thought it was.
You know what makes it more hardcore?
Here she is. Come on, here comes Emily
Break
Brown.
dance. Oh.
Welcome to the dance. Waiting for Emily dance. Hey.
Hey.
I thought this was a much more popular song than it was. There you go. Bye bye, everyone.
Everyone say bye, Jake.
How
Thank you for the dance break. Oh.
People! I'm sorry, I've been youthing, and it's been great.
You've been whatting?
Youthing.
Oh, you think that sounds
No,
cool.
Let's keep the music. Let's keep the tunes off. It's like a little bit underneath, you know. Thank you.
And we're having our table brought back in.
Me?
Is it? It's. I was gonna say Jake's a raspberry boy.
What a prank, bro! It's pre-show.
Pre-show,
What's happening?
pre-dance,
Amazing. I have a stool.
post-dance.
So fun. Post-dance. It was so good to see you guys. Oh my gosh, how fun was that?
It was super fun. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm super sweaty.
So, yeah, literally, I can not tell that, but I'm sure in your heart you are.
It's disgusting. But I love it.
If you guys didn't come, this afternoon at 4 o'clock, we did Youth Hangs. We have a youth bus. Have you gone through all of this? Or?
No. By all means.
Amazing.
We
Praise God.
were having. I was gonna say
dancing
we were
well.
having a dance break, dance off
Productive.
sort of thing. We
Okay.
were slaying it.
I love it. Well, we're down to business now. So we have youth hangs from 4 p.m. to 5 to the 30. That's 40.
Wait, 30.
5 to the 0. 4 to 5.
5. You know what?
T.
We're doing it that way. Oh, that way.
5:30.
We got there in the end.
So
We're
we
not both
do.
studying to be teachers.
No, we're not studying math at the moment. Anyways, 4 p.m. to 5:30, we do youth hangs. We had volleyball. No, we didn't. We had soccer, table tennis. We might be having basketball next week. Is that right, Jake?
There's a definite chance of basketball, b-ball with the
We had
b-balls.
exploding kittens.
Ooh.
The game, not just kittens that
No,
explode.
random kittens came through, and yeah, it was not pretty.
And anyways, so basically we have a youth bus now, guys. Amazing. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Whoop whoop.
Thanks, friends.
Can we get some whoop whoops in the chat, please?
Yeah, get some whoop
Come
whoops
on,
in the
guys.
chat. Come on.
We can see your interaction.
Yeah, whoop whoop. Anyways, so we have a youth bus now, and basically there's a permission slip that was emailed to you, and if you don't check your emails, or your parents don't check your emails, you can go onto Instagram and you can DM us and then say, hey, can I get the permission slip? And we'll say, of course. And then fill that out, and then someone comes and picks you up so that you can be here at 4 o'clock to hang out, which is amazing.
It's great. For people like me and like many of you who can't drive, it's the number one coolest way to get to youth.
Yeah, literally the coolest. And you'll feel cool too.
You will.
Yeah.
Like, there were 4 kids that rocked up today, 4 youthies that came up on the bus, and they were just pulled up, and it was just like stardom.
Yeah, literally.
It was great.
What? Stardom.
Stardom. You know,
What does
like
that word mean?
star. Okay, so now we're going into etymology of the word stardom.
Etymology? Do I eat it?
No, etymology is the study of words and where they come from.
Okay. There you
No,
go.
stardom is like what famous people get, like stars get. It's
Oh,
like-
stardom. I
What-
was
what?
seeing it as like start not like stardom.
Look,
and so I was like, stardom? I've
I
never
know I
heard
say
of that
a
before.
lot, but
That's amazing.
We're
Can
gonna
we get the music back up? It feels a bit like low in here.
yeah.
You know? Oh, Bishop Murray!
Yes, Bishop
Whoop,
Murray.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
See,
That's
now there's a
amazing.
man that
says
knows
Lockie
how to party
Priest.
and
That
praise.
doesn't say Bishop Murray.
Wait,
Anyways,
what?
praise God. So, braids.
Okay,
What should we do?
look,
We have
I
total
also, well, we do have freedom, but before we have our freedom, I
Oh,
also
yes.
have one thing to say.
Yes.
So, guys, for those of you who weren't able to come here,
Yes.
you would have known if you did come here that we have such a wonderful space set up out there outside where we just had youth, and church is now back online.
Yeah.
But what we're doing is it's running on a Sunday, but we have our cafe that we have opened.
Yes.
It's
Thank
now
you for
opening
remembering.
on Sunday. It's okay. I wouldn't forget such an important thing because it's
Well,
the
you're
only thing
working
I
there
had on
now
my
too.
brain.
Yes.
And yeah, exactly. I'm working there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to invite you guys, and we want you guys to try and come down, bring friends. Oh, this is a beat.
Is this
I
Walking on
love this.
Sunshine?
It is.
Oh, okay. Fun fact. Ow! You're a bit early. It's okay.
It's lagging on the server. That's
Oh.
what it is. It's not me. It's lag.
That's so good. I once led rock band, year 6 rock band, to this song, and Pat was in it, and I was like a little year 6er, be like, I know how to sing. Anyways, back to your cafe.
Oh yeah, so if you come to the cafe, bring your devices because we can't celebrate in person still, but what we can do is go over to the cafe and sit in our lovely deck and area, and we'll be able to have our own watch party around each other. Emma's going to be there, Jake's going to be there, Emma's going to be there, Jack's going to
I'm
be there.
Emily,
I've
but
now
yes.
started a bunch of list names.
Walking on
Maddie, you know, like they're all going to be there. Everyone, Lockie's going to be there. I can see the Sharkies in the background there.
Who's
It's gonna-
Mike Wolf?
Mike Wolf.
Yes, Mike Wolf. Good job, guys. Thank you, Mike.
Like I said, I'm now not the oldest person here.
Okay, I have an idea for a game we can play. Can I please have Smart Donkey, that game?
Oh, yes.
Smart
I love
Donkey.
Smart Donkey.
It was definitely brought in. Oh, I know where it is. It's inside the pop plant in the storeroom.
Okay, well, whilst we do that,
Yeah.
it's this Sunday. We'll be open at the cafe from 9:30. I'm looking for approval. 9:30.
9:30.
Yep, cool.
Come to the
9:30.
cafe, hang out.
Come
it's
hang
a
out.
vibe.
Come to church.
Come to church.
Vibe out, just
Yeah.
like we did tonight. And then also come next week to youth, because if you like tonight and if you missed out on tonight, you're going to want to be here next week.
Yes.
Also, Jake has a special message that you can only find out by coming next week.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, guys, this is actually a game, and it's called something, but I call it Smart Donkey because that's PG.
Smart Donkey.
And what you do is it's more of a group game, but since it's Brody and I, we'll just verse each other. And I think what you do, this is the one where you read out a description. Oh yeah, okay. So like I'll start reading which blah 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 blah,
Okay.
and then I keep going further and further and further, and pushing, and Brody has to try and get it. It's like trivia, okay? And if anyone else at the back knows it,
Shout
feel
it
free
out.
to participate or jump in. Either way.
Okay.
Anyways, okay, I'm gonna start with this.
Right.
No, I think we did this one before. Who am I? We'll do a Who Am I card. Okay, who am I? Guys, if you know it, put it in the chat, by the way, as well. Keep the Walking on Sunshine going. I like the music in the
Let's
background. Oh, it's a bit too loud? Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, who am I?
Dance to in her head.
I am an entertainer. I didn't even know this person, so good luck. I am an entertainer. I was born in New York City in 1925 and
Brody
died
Marshall.
in 1990. You were born in 1990, weren't you?
No,
When?
definitely not. I was 92.
Oh, sorry, sweetie. I got my start with the Will Maston Trio. I sing, dance, write songs, and make jokes. I was in the original version of Ocean's 11. I've seen the remake of that.
I was going to say, I've seen the remake. I don't think I've seen the original.
I was part of the Rat Pack with Frank Sinatra.
What's the answers been thrown in? Someone may have helped us out.
What is this? This is a game, Brock.
Oh, well, I was going to say, this is... We're playing
This is a
Smart
game.
Donkey and
Smart
clearly-
Donkey.
Is it
Oh, yeah, it's pre-show.
But
We're
tonight's
pre-show.
pre-show is Smart Donkey at the moment.
Okay, well, it's Sammy Davis Jr. Would you have guessed that? You did? Did you guess that?
It-
Go, Jack. You
So
rule.
Jack is clearly playing Jeopardy. It's not the answer.
Okay, your turn, Broads.
What is okay?
You've
what,
got some.
Look-
Where am I? Some. What are?
look,
What am I?
Let's go with the what am I? Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, no.
I'm a naturally occurring product of great importance. I work by inhibiting the growth of cell walls. I kill harmful bacteria.
White blood cells.
I am called the miracle mold.
I'm called the mirror. Oh, no, I don't really think that.
So now this should be the giveaway here. So Alexander Fleming
What is it?
Oh.
We've got a ring in.
it is
Penicillin?
indeed penicillin.
Ah, cha-ching,
So
cha-ching.
that was Maddie. She's crushed it. All right, it's not my turn.
Maybe we should have phone our friends. What's that game called? Where you phone your friend?
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Yeah. Nice.
Bum, bum.
Okay, I think we're gonna do another. What am I?
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. Okay, you should get this. Exactly what am I? No one knows. Nevertheless, the world is ordered around me. Devices of all types keep track of me.
Time.
Yes. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
I was
That's
gonna be
amazing.
like straight out of the gun, and I was like, no, I'll look like a fool if I get it wrong.
Okay.
All right, I like these what am I
Yeah, me
ones.
too.
Okay. What am I? I am a device. Earliest known
Phone.
records of me date back to 5,000 years ago. Handheld versions of me are made from various materials. It is not a stethoscope.
Okay.
I can be decorated beautifully. I think that's
What is it? Christmas tree. So you're a
Incorrect.
device. Okay, it's a device
Yep.
from 5,000 years ago.
earliest known.
Some like a.
I
What
was
are those?
especially popular with ladies at ballroom dances.
Dress? Shoes? A
I've
device.
been giving you guys
A
clues for a
device.
while now too. Today I can be electric.
Ring, ring, ring.
I
What's
can
that
hang
mean?
from this.
fan.
Hey!
Oh.
It is
Amazing.
indeed a fan.
Wow, that's good. Let's do another. What am I?
I like the what am I.
Okay. I am a sea creature. I mostly live in a temperate and tropical oceans.
Clam.
I have no head, mouth, or internal organs. No.
Oyster.
No. I am also a type of cake. Am also a cleaning tool. No. There's no squid cake. That doesn't exist.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I wouldn't eat that.
What do you think takoyaki is? Gosh.
I don't know what that is either.
Takoyaki. Taco. Sorry.
Okay. I'm also a type of cake. I'm also a cleaning tool. Some women
A
use me.
scrub.
Sponge. It's a sponge.
sponge.
Well done. Huh? It's a sea creature. Yeah. All right, your turn. We're doing a where am I? Oh, don't do that.
Sure. Where am I?
I'm bad at geography.
Same. I failed it. Woohoo! Why do you keep saying Bishop Murray?
Oh.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because last time it was. All right. We're going with a.
Bishop Muzz.
No, we're gonna. This was the one I picked up before.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm a country. I am the third largest nation on my continent.
Okay.
My
so somewhere in
capital-
Europe.
Is one of the largest cities in the world. Nope. I am the most northern of all Latin American lands.
Spain.
The Olympic Games.
Mexico?
What? Jack had it in the back, but you got it just
Mexico?
after. It is in fact Mexico.
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 Hey, Bells. Who am I? All right, we'll do another Who am I? Orange card. Who am I? Okay, Broads. I don't know this person, but you might.
Bishop Murray.
I do know Bishop Murray. I was with him when he got ordained. or
Ordained.
confirmed.
Oh, you were there too.
I danced.
We were all there. Didn't you? No, it was.
Oh, Jake.
Did you come up the day after?
Anyways, who am
Okay,
I,
never mind.
Brody? I am an explorer. I was born in Italy in 1451 and died.
Napoleon Dynamite.
No. No. Let me finish.
Sorry.
And died in 1506. To indigenous peoples, I am the destroyer of their ways. Ooh.
Oh,
I sailed. Who? Who? No. I sailed from Spain on the 3rd of August, 1492. Oh, now I know who it is. I sailed
Do
west.
you?
No, it's because like the 3rd of August. I would not know who sails on the 3rd of August.
South American, Italian born. That's it.
Woo!
That's,
One for Bella.
That's my history major over there.
That's our history gal guru. Your turn. Can we not do a who? I don't know
I was
who's.
just about to pick a who, so okay.
Alright, do a who.
What am I? Oh, okay. Oh, I like this one.
Have we done
All
that
right.
already?
I don't know. I am a memory aid.
No.
No, okay. So I'm a memory aid. Spencer Silver and Arthur Fry invented me in 1974. I'm so popular, artists have used me as part of their artwork. The 3M company owns my patent. Though I come in all shades. Oh, this is another banger.
I know, this is such a good song. I can't even focus.
Though I come in all shades, my trademark color is yellow. You can find me in most offices.
Okay.
There are... Wait. Ooh.
Sticky note?
It's close, but no cigar.
No cigar?
So yeah, she just flexed for
Nothing.
being close.
Okay.
We need it's it's wait, what was that in the back?
Post-it notes.
Is in
It's the
fact
same
correct.
thing. It's the same thing.
It was patented.
91?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, we can race.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, Belle, you can interview us.
Okay.
Okay.
Where do I stand? I'm gonna stand over
You
here.
can stand.
In the middle.
Stand.
Which one's a who
Well,
am I? Because I
you
like
just-
these ones.
Oh, these are so hard though.
No, you don't know that one.
I don't think we'll know any of them, to be quite fair.
I'll have you know I do
Oh.
Pete Sampras.
Okay. Do you actually?
Okay, go Bells.
I am an American actor. My middle name is Giza. I won.
Oh, now who I know who it is.
I played Jack Ryan in The Sum of All Fears. No, I'm. You can also see me in the movie Smokin' Aces. My brother Casey and I share the same profession. My wife was in Alias. Matt Damon is my best friend.
Hemsworth,
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
No.
Liam.
my
No, but
initials.
they're friends with Matt Damon.
My initials are B.A. Ben Affleck. Jake
Ben
got it right.
Affleck, Wow.
This one is for Brody alone. Just Brody.
Oh.
You can't answer.
Why not? I didn't get that one
Felt like
right.
it. Hand it to Brody. I am a fiber tip pen. My ink is translucent. I was invented in Japan. I am fluorescent.
A quill.
Jack!
What did you say, Jack?
Nothing.
I didn't say anything.
I make important information stand out. I am quick drying and non-toxic. I come in all shades, but my most popular color is yellow.
Guys, can we move this highlight to this highlight of the answer?
Yeah. I didn't get the joke. Okay.
Brady, why did you say quilt when it was my ink is translucent?
I said quill.
Oh, quill. I thought you said quilt. Like a blanket.
Like Peter Quill from Star-Lord.
Nice. Okay. Should we keep going? Shall we keep going? Where am I?
What? Oh yes. So,
Oh,
guys,
some
are you guys? There's been a lot of bad news on screen lately. So we've prepared a hefty montage of some good news that I'm going to throw over to Jake now, our
Some good
resident
news.
good news person,
Some
to
good
bring
news.
in some good news.
Some good news.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Some good news.
not some good news because that's John Krasinski's.
Oh.
Some Jake news.
Some Jake
all right.
news. I love it.
Hi.
Hi.
So, the first piece of somewhat good news is this video of a toddler thinking that she is eating butter, but in fact it is cheese. Patrick, roll the clip.
Nova, what are you eating?
I'm eating cheese.
Yeah, take a bite of that.
Good.
That's good? That's not cheese. That's not cheese.
Why?
It's butter.
Oh, I like butter.
I think that is so cute. She's just like, I'm eating cheese, and
I'm
it's like,
eating
it's butter. I don't think I could eat cheese like that, though.
No, I couldn't. Oh.
I actually know. It's the one time I ever got disciplined by my grandma. She tried to make me eat block cheese, and I spat. And I got disciplined.
All right, moving on. I've just been notified as well. I need to do a quick shout out to my father. Hello, Nathan.
Nathan.
All right,
Woo-hoo, the
next piece.
pastors.
Hello, Michelle.
Michelle,
Webb.
hey.
What's up?
Hey.
All right, next bit of good news. Let's roll the clip, Patrick.
Is it on repeat? Great.
That's just leaving, I think.
I'll happily watch it do that.
It looks like he's just gliding on his back too afterwards, like, you know. It
Don't
looks like
you
he's
love
just
that?
gliding like on
Yeah.
his back, like you do just bake in the pool. Ready?
Oh, that's cute.
And glide.
Michelle said yes. Yes to what, Michelle? Oh, she likes, yeah.
Aw. Awesome.
Aw,
That is so cute. Well, that
cute.
was my little
That's
bit
your
of good
little
news.
Oh, thanks, Jake.
Great.
Yeah.
It's brightened my day.
So it's more good moments rather than good news.
I couldn't really. Okay.
You didn't bring any news to us.
I was about to say I couldn't really find much good news, but the good news is Jesus is alive. That's the best news ever.
Yeah, true. He's
All
our
right,
good news.
segment,
He
that's
brings
out.
good
Well,
news.
thank you very much.
Praise God.
Guys, if you guys have clips like that, perhaps send them into our
Yes, this could be a
our
segment.
Instagram, and
Like
we can
life
perhaps
in lockdown, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we can build it up together, build up a
Yes.
profile of good news and portfolios of different clips that just make you guys go oh, or maybe like hooray. Like it doesn't have to be really.
What other emotions, Brady?
cute, happy, excited, everything.
Oh,
we're
hooray. What else?
Well, I'm not a very enigmatic person, so.
You and these big words can't even sit on the stool. Come on.
Look, I'm just throwing. I don't even know what enigmatic means. I just threw it out there because it sounded right. The key is to sound confident, people.
True.
Confident in everything you say.
Confident, no one will question you.
Exactly.
3
Wow.
minutes. Praise God.
So, we're eager to get into worship, guys. That's what it is.
Okay,
We're keen to worship with you guys.
Yeah, we are very keen to worship with you guys. Okay, good news. Okay, did you guys hear that thing? And it was in amidst COVID that how like the water streams were getting cleaner, and there was like dolphins in Japan, and there was all these like things.
Nice sashimi. Oh,
There was. I'm pretty sure. Pretty Marshall, take that back. Yeah, and there was like, and so I know what it was. I've got clarity. In Venice, there was dolphins. And in Venice, there was clean water, and it was Venice that we loved. And
sorry to any Japanese people watching right now. We love your
what
culture.
about Venetian? Venetian people.
Isn't that a book in the Bible? Venetian?
Anyways, so there was really clean water. The pollution in Japan or China, I knew I had links to things. Japan or China, the pollution was like clearer than ever. And so there's like really good, yeah. And anyways, guys, youth starts in 5 minutes, and you have to jump on because worship is going to be incredible.
It's
God
gonna
is
be
going to
great.
show up. We have Emma Webb sharing the word. I am so excited. Thank you for joining us with pre-show. Make sure you come at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoons for youth hangs, and we will
Yes.
see you guys really, really soon.
And 9:30 on Sunday
And
for
9:30 on
church
Sunday,
hangs.
Woo! For the cafe. And yeah, we love you guys. Jump on in 5 minutes for youth group. We cannot wait.
Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
you guys. We have had the most incredible afternoon hanging out. Make sure you jump on next week, 4 p.m, Youth Hangs. It is incredible. We just hang out, have fun, talk, play games. But anyways, we are here, we're at Youth Group. We are ready to worship. I'm so excited for you guys to be with us. We're going to sing a song called Take It All. You guys know this one. And just let go, let God in this evening. No matter what your week's been like, stand up, surrender, give it all to Him and let Him take it away in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's go. Come on. Searching the world, the lost will be found. The freedom we live as one we cry out. You carried the cross, you died and rose again. My God, I only ever give my all. You sent the Son from heaven to earth, delivered us all, it's eternally heard. I've searched for truth, and all I found is you. My God, I only ever give my all. Jesus, we're living for your name, we'll never be ashamed of you. Whoa, I'll praise, and all we are today. Take it all, take it all. We sing, you sent your Son. Oh, you sent your Son from heaven to earth, delivered us all, it's eternally heard. And I've searched for truth, but all I found was you. My God, I only ever give my all. Jesus, we're living for your name, we'll never be ashamed of you. Whoa, I'll praise, and all we are today. Take it all, take it all. We say run into the one. Run into the one who heals the blind. Following the shining light. In your hands the power to change the world and my life. Run into the one who heals the blind. Following the shining light. And in your hands the power to save the world and my life. One more time. Run into the one who heals the blind, following the shining light. And in your hands the power to save the world and my life. We sing Jesus. Jesus, we're living for your name. Come on. We'll never be ashamed of you. Whoa, I'll praise, and all we are today. Take it all, take it all. Jesus, we're living for your name. We'll never be ashamed of you. Whoa, I'll praise, and all we are today. Take it all, take it all, take it all, take it all, take it all. Amazing. Oh, I love being with you guys. My lip is bleeding. Oh my gosh. That's fun. My lip is bleeding. But it's all good. Apparently, it's all good. We're good. We love it. We love that. We're gonna sing a song called Beautiful Name. You guys know this song. And I just really feel like we have to give it all to God tonight. I feel like we just have to let go of our week. Crappy or amazing or whatever it was, it's time to give it up to Him. And it's time to let Him deal with it. And He doesn't want you to carry the weight of it anymore. He doesn't want you to be stressed. He doesn't want your heart to be hurt. And He just wants you to be free in His love. So as we sing this, we just declare the name of Jesus above every situation. That it is beautiful, that it is wonderful, that it is powerful. And it has the power to change your week. It has the power to change your mind. It has the power to change anything. We just sing Jesus. You were the Word at the beginning. One with God the Lord Most High. Your hidden glory in creation. Dear Jesus, I just thank you that your name is powerful, Lord Jesus. That you are King. You are sovereign above every circumstance, above every situation, God. And that no one but you can heal the deepest hurts in our life. No one but you can bring us joy beyond belief. No one but you can bring us a peace like we've never experienced, God. I thank you for every person that's watching tonight, Lord Jesus. I thank you that you know them, that you knitted them together in their mother's womb, and you know what's happening in their life right now. And I pray, God, that they would know how much bigger than you are than every situation in their life. And they would know that you can see the future for them. You can see so much further than them. And that right now this situation might feel big, but you see that it's not gonna matter in a year's time because you've got it covered. And so I just pray, Lord God, that they would know just how big the God that they serve is, and just how kind that He is. Just how kind you are, God. Amen. Who can melt the hardest heart and speak life into my soul? And who can spin the world around
I'll sing of your love. I can't get enough. I just want you. The Lord of my soul, the King of my heart, Jesus, it's you. Lord Jesus, I thank you for tonight. I thank you for youth group, that you're moving so powerfully in people's lives. And I thank you, God, that restrictions are easing and soon we'll be all back together to be able to worship you under one roof. I thank you that you're the God of all gods, you're the King of all kings, and you reign in every circumstance. Amen.
Table back up with 2 chairs for me. And we'll bring it up here. Hi, everybody. It is so great to have you all here. I hope you just love worship as much as we do. Oh, thank you, friends. Just here's good. You guys can't even see my cool table. That's okay. We'll make do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it. Oh, that's a bit better. Oh, oh, oh. It's all good, Jake. Thank you. It's great. We actually have an amazing team. You know, you don't get to see all of the leaders every week, but they're here. Everyone just shout hi so they can hear you.
Hi.
That wasn't
Hello.
very enthusiastic. Shout again so they can hear you. Yeah, so you can hear them, right? They're all there. It's great. I'm missing my journal too. Goodness me. I'm going to go get it. You know, you might be wondering, why do we do worship? You know, why do we do all these things? And I hope you love it, and I hope it does something for you that it does for us, you know, just asking Jesus to come and be here. You know, sometimes I think yes, that's right, wrong one. Sometimes I think we really struggle with knowing whether we can feel God in our lives. And usually maybe it's because we've had an experience where like we got tingles all down our body and we're like, whoa, that's what God feels like. And so when we don't feel that every day, we're like, is he even here? But I think it's really important, and I just want to encourage you that if you just, even in the presence of, like, when you're worshiping, when you're at youth, when you're in your bedroom and you're praying, or you've got your Bible, or you're just listening to worship music, you know, that feeling of peace, that feeling like calmness, that's peace, you know, that is God. Because God provides peace, but that's because God is peace. You know, in those moments, if you feel loved, that's actually feeling God in those moments. He is love, he is joy, he is peace, he is hope. And so if you want to know whether you're experiencing God in the room, even just those feelings actually is evidence enough that God is here. And he promises that he is here. He promises that. In the Bible it says that where 2 or more are gathered, there he is. You know, and he is there just when you call on him, which is super exciting. But alas, we are here, and I'm really excited about tonight. You know, you might have come along tonight, but we actually opened up our grounds tonight for you guys to come and hang out. And if you missed it this week, that is okay. There's next week. And just keep watching on Instagram about what we're going to do. But it was so much fun. We got to hang out. We had soccer going. We had frisbee. We had table tennis. We had a chill space. We had hot chips and hot chocolate. It was so great to hang with you all. And some of you guys got to hang out with me, and I asked you some questions. So the questions I asked, and the leaders didn't really know this in advance, okay? But the questions I asked was, if you could ask any of the leaders here at Port Youth a question, what would you ask them, and who would you ask? And so for some of you, you wanted to just ask like anybody and everybody, but also some of you guys had some specific questions. So if you're one of the ones that asked the questions, I'm so glad you're here watching. I hope that the responses are helpful. But I I really also wanted to do this to encourage you and show you some of the leaders' faces who you might not have seen for the past couple of months. We've had Google Meets and everything, but we understand how hard it's been to connect online. We understand how hard it is on social media. You know, even though we have our phones in our hands like 24/7 and we're constantly active, the reality is that it's actually very exhausting and emotionally draining. And so we do understand why it's been so hard, and we don't blame you and there's no judgment. But we hope that you'll come back to youth and hang out with us in person, because there is nothing like connection. There is nothing like community, you know, family, friendship. And we want you to know that every person is welcome here at Port Youth. You do not have to be a Christian to come along. You do not have to be a particular type of person to come along. All are welcome. It's for everybody. And you're welcome here right now tonight hanging with us. And we love that you're here. We love that you're a part of our youth group. So good. So tonight you're going to see a few more faces rather than just myself, and actually get to talk to some of these guys. And the most important of the question, I would like Jake to come up the front. This is a very, very important question. I didn't ask for permission from the young people to see who asked, so I'm not going to tell you who. But if you're watching and you would like to admit to being the person that asked the question, go ahead. All right, Jacob. What's your favourite thing to eat for brekkie? I know you have to think about this long and hard. This is really deep.
Okay, so I love my mum's pancakes. My mum's ones though, but when I'm on a bit of a budget, it's crunchy nut cereal
Thank you.
with honey.
That's wonderful.
Is that it?
Yeah, you can go now.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, Jake. So good. That was really important. No, it's good. I'm really keen about this. There's actually some really awesome questions coming up. And, you know, just because you didn't ask the question, I can promise you that some of these are super duper relatable to all of our lives. Really important. But I first wanted to answer some questions that I came up with, because I am allowed to do that, which is, now that we're coming back to normal a little bit, I wanted to really speak into, you know, who are we as Port Youth? What do we do? Why do we do it? Why are we here? What's the point of even coming? So first question is, who are we? We are Port Youth. We are, I don't really know how you describe a youth group, but it's just a place where you can come and hang. It's a safe environment. It's a family of sorts. It's just a community of sorts where you get to come and just be yourself. You know, like I said before, there's no particular type of person who has to come to this. This is just, we create a space for you so that you can come and be encouraged, you know, that you can come and be loved, that there's no judgment in that space. You know, you might struggle at school. You might struggle with connection at school with people. You might not feel like you fit in. But we want you to know you fit in here, and we want to create a place where you feel like you fit in. And, you know, and if you come and you feel like there's some things that you don't really fit in with, then you can come and tell us, and we can try and provide for you, because we really care about you. And so who are we? We're Port Youth. We are Christian in the sense that we love Jesus. We believe that Jesus is the Son of God. We believe that God sent his Son, who is Jesus, to come and die for you and I so that we could actually live eternally, but also live right now here on this earth. And we believe that we can thrive rather than just survive. And so we really want to encourage you to thrive. So if you feel like you're just surviving, I really want to encourage you to come and be a part of what we do here, because it's for you. And so why are we here? That's pretty much the reason. It's because we want to love because Jesus loved us first. And we believe that's important. You know, the reality is around the world, and it's huge on social media, you know, all the stuff about, you know, we have Blackout Tuesday and Black Lives Matter, and they do, you know, we really believe that all lives do matter, and there's a lot of work that needs to go into loving and respecting people of all kinds and cultures. But the reality is that you can't fight hate with hate. You can't solve hate with hate. The only thing that solves hate is love. And so that's where we want to start. And you know, we haven't done much on social media about all that stuff, but that's because we believe that, you know, it's not about just saying words. It's not about just saying Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. It's actually about living that in action. And so we want you to know that we Port Youth, we actually believe in loving in action and in truth And that's why we're here. That's who we are. And we hope to be able to just love you no matter who you are, what your race is, what your culture is. We just love you because Jesus loves you. There's not a single person that Jesus doesn't love. And so that's why we want to be doing that. Now, what do we do at youth? We hang out, we have conversations, we eat food. We just get to chill and be young people. I believe we can always be young in many ways. But we also play games and do a bunch of silly stuff. But we worship. We do this every single week. We really believe that this is good for our hearts, for our souls. We're always thirsty for more or always hungry for more. And I don't know about you, but whenever we worship, it just satisfies that thirst. It satisfies that hunger. And that's why we do it, because it's just exciting and it's fun and it's joyful, and we get to just give all the praise to God because He's the one that gives us this opportunity, and we just love that. And so, before we get into bringing up the leaders, my last thing is, so why come back to youth? Why even be here? Why even watch live? You might have struggled to actually connect on live, and this might be the first time over this entire, the coronavirus and everything. But why come back? Because the reality is we were forced into isolation, and if you're a bit of an introvert, you might have enjoyed that for a while, but I'm sure that there's a point you would have admitted that you missed people. And I think until we were forced to isolate, I think a lot of us forgot the importance of connection, forgot the importance of being together, and how living life with each other actually helps us. It helps us to grow. It encourages us. It reminds us that we're not alone and that we're not the only people going through what we're going through. There are so many people out there that are actually experiencing what you might be experiencing, whether that's things like anxiety or depression or stress or worry, or even just your passions, your giftings, the things you love to do, horse riding, doing art, singing, dancing, math, anything. There are so many more people that just love to do what you love to do. And so never hide away, never do life alone. We really believe that this is why youth is important, because it's an opportunity for you to connect and hang out, and it's more fun than school. Let's put it that way. So that's that. But now I'd really love to show you some faces and hit up some interesting questions. Let's start with Bella. Jump up. Start with something really relatable. Grab the mic. So one of the questions that one of you guys asked for Bella in particular, it was actually asked for you, which is, how do you deal with school pressure? How do you deal with school pressure? So if you're interested in this, Bella is in year 12. So Bella had to endure, still is enduring the pressures that came with the virus and everything, isolation, trying to do year 12 online. I can't imagine how ridiculously crazy that would have been. Bella's my sister, and so I get to see her, attempt to do this stuff. And she does pretty good in my opinion, but you admitted to me the other day that, you look all good and your grades might be showing you all good, but that doesn't mean that it's how you've actually been feeling and how you've been coping with the pressure. So do you want to speak into that?
Yeah, I think what she's referring to, I was like, I can make it seem like I'm doing really good and stuff when I'm actually doing bare minimum. But Maddie and Red Dog, where we're all in this, wait, let me just think. What was the
It's
question?
okay. How do you deal with school pressure?
Oh, right.
In a good way.
Yeah. I think it was a really weird space being in quarantine in year 12 because it was so easy to not do the work. And so because it seemed like the world had stopped and everything had stopped, in my mind I kind of justified me not doing anything because it kind of made it seem like, oh, HSC isn't a thing anymore, which was not true. And I paid for that coming back to school because it meant I had to catch up a bit. But I think that it is really hard to deal with the school pressure because the HSC is literally built on comparing yourself to other people. And that's one of the things that is just such a toxic thing for a lot of young people. We tend to compare ourselves, what we look like, how we act, what we say, we compare ourselves constantly. And so I think that it's really hard and a lot of people struggle to deal with the school pressure, not just in year 12, but for me, year 12 especially, ways I cope is that
How did you deal with the pressure?
Well, I'm very grateful for my family. I don't think I could do this without my family. They make me laugh. They make me do the dishes. No, Emma takes me out and we have coffee, and I don't think I could survive without those kind of just blur, word vomits to the people that I love, and they're willing to listen to me. And yeah, I think that's mostly it. My friends as well. Like just having people that you can talk to and just kind of let everything out to, because it's not good to bottle all up the pressure on yourself.
Yeah, so what would you say to the young people watching this right now, whether they're in year 7 to 12, what would you say to them to encourage them if they're currently under a lot of pressure? What's some advice you would give? The first point of action.
I think something that people have been keeping on telling me lately is just do one thing. Like, don't look at all of the things that you have to do and go, whoa, I can't do it. And then you procrastinate and you get overwhelmed, so you just can't do any of it. That's what I've been doing lately. But just choosing and allocating one thing that you're going to achieve, and it makes everything else so much easier. And also just giving it to God. I know that sounds like a generic answer, but it's the only way, because Emma can't Emma can't tell me things and I'm fine immediately. Like, she can't fix my problems. Only God can fix my problems.
That's good. And so another question, which I'm going to ask pretty much everyone, but another one that was asked was, how did you stay connected with God during isolation? And maybe how did that help you with your pressure at school?
Okay. I feel like I could have done a lot more. My bad. But I think I hit a wall at one point where it was just really bad. And then I decided that, when you're in isolation, you can go to bed whenever you want, wake up whenever you want. So I made myself, force myself, I have to wake up at 6:45 when I normally wake up for school. And I did that. And luckily enough, that was when, either just after or before sunrise. So I would get up and I would watch the sunrise. And I sat outside, and my house wasn't really in a good position to watch a sunrise, but I was still awake before the sun was. I don't know, something about that is therapeutic for me. It might not be for you if you're not a morning person. And I just sat there and I read my Bible, and I used to really struggle to read my Bible, but I think when you, again, because it's such a big thing and you go, where do I start? But you just pick a book. I chose 1 Timothy or something like that, and I just read it, and then I didn't necessarily write anything down. I might have highlighted something, and then I got on with my day, and it made my day 10 times better.
That's awesome. I love that. You're amazing.
Thank you.
And what's your favourite thing to eat for brekkie? Just out of curiosity.
I'm not good at eating breakfast, but I do make a mean scrambled eggs.
Yeah, you do. Thank you, Bella. We need yeah, thanks. Yeah. I was going to say, we need one of those fake clapping noises where it's yay. All right, Jacob Killer, come back up. Another really important question for you, specifically asked. Do you like Harry Styles?
I love Harry Styles.
Thank you. You're good to go.
Are you serious?
Yeah. All right, Emily Brown, would you come up, please? All right, so that was Bella. She is incredible. She is part of this ministry team. She's one of the leaders.
Hello.
We just love Bella. But here's Emily Brown. Emily Brown was leading worship before, if you didn't tell.
Hi.
Emily is awesome. Emily's doing the internship here at Port Anglican.
Yep.
How are you enjoying the internship?
I'm loving it. I was really not, because when I came home I wasn't sure what I wanted to do and whatever, and everyone was like, you should do the internship, and I was like, okay. And but in the last maybe 2 months I've actually stepped into what that looks like, and when I stepped into it I loved it so much more, because I just kind of realized that God's given me this year, this internship, where I don't have any other stresses, I don't have uni, I don't have assignments, I just have this year. And it's that's a year where God can pour into me and people can pour into me. And so it's actually space to let people love me for a year and let people give me new passions to try and all these different things. And it's a space where I don't have to worry about anything other than just focusing on my relationship with God. So I really liked it, because I've found that my relationship with God has really grown from it. And I'm just more in love with him than ever.
So good. And the internship program is something we have every single year. So if you're in year 12 right now, I'm seeing half you guys in the room. This is a program you can do after school. So if you're interested, you might only be in year 10. I had a conversation with someone this afternoon. They were keen on it. But you might be in year 10, you might be in year 9, you might be in 11. But pray about it because it's just a year you get to hang out with Jesus and people. And
Yeah. And like I remember when I first started and Emma was like, you just get to hang out with Jesus and all this stuff, and I was like, cool. And I was like, that's cool, but I'm someone who really likes to have purpose and all this stuff. So I was like, but what's my purpose in the internship? Like, what's my role? And I was really wrestling with that. And then it's kind of only in the last couple weeks I've had the revelation that my purpose is just to have God as my purpose, and so he's my purpose. So just pursuing him, and from that he will give me a purpose, Praise
that's
God.
great. I love it. Em, you're awesome. Do you like Harry Styles? It was important I ask everyone, actually.
Yeah, I do. I go through seasons where I actually just get a little bit obsessed, and
There you go.
I watch all of the little montages of him smiling and stuff.
Yeah. I think I can give a shout out to Talia. She's the one that specifically asked that every
guess
leader
that.
answers this question.
Yeah. And the song "Adore You," just let me adore you. It doesn't go like that, but yeah, it
That's
sounds
great.
a lot different.
Anyway,
to that, actually.
a more important question.
Sorry, yes.
This is probably going to be really helpful for a lot of you guys. But
I see my name right there.
yes, there is a few of you. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
So you might have siblings. If you have siblings, this question might help you. Okay, how do you deal with your siblings in a fight? And I'm assuming this question came from a place of more so asking not how do you fight with them, how do you start a fight. I think it's more how do you fight well? Because the reality is that part of families is you have arguments, you have disagreements because you're comfortable with each other. But how can we fight well? I'm going to shift it. In a positive way. As in, to clarify, fighting well isn't
If you're gonna
how
fight, you
well.
might as well fight well.
Yeah, how do we bring Jesus into that? How do we kindly, compassionately, lovingly avoid, or if you get stuck in an argument, what do? How do you?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah,
don't worry.
great.
Okay, so I have 2 siblings. I have an older sister and younger brother. My older sister and I are chalk and cheese, which means we disagree. And and so I'm quite experienced in this realm. And it has actually been a very big process to learn how to fight respectfully and with kindness in my heart. And so, I think that something that's been big for me is knowing. Normally, if it's a sibling, you know them pretty well, and they know you pretty well, and so, they know how to get under your skin, and you know how to get under their skin, and so I think it's acknowledging that and choosing to actually turn the other cheek to it, knowing that they're going to bother me in this way, and they're probably going to bring up this again, and whatever, and I'm just going to walk away, which is huge for me, because that is, deep breaths, that is hard, but, I think... you got to bring God into that space, and you've got to realize that they're a child of God and that God loves them. And if God loves them, then I can love them, and I can be respectful towards them. And when an argument is brewing, sometimes you've just got to literally be the bigger person. I know that comment sucks because sometimes you go, but this, but that, it's true. But sometimes you do really have to just be okay, we're not going to make any progress in this. I'm just going to get in a really sucky mood because of this, and I don't give them the power to take your joy. I think that if someone has the power to make or break your day, they already have too much power. And so if it should be God who makes and breaks your day, but God would never break your day because he's so good. But that should be God's thing, not a person. And if they have that much power over you, then I would recommend taking that to Jesus and being yo, how do I get through this? Because my sister and I, we do argue a lot, and we are much better as adults when we don't live in the same household, and that's okay, because she's still my sister and I still love her, and it's just acknowledging that it's okay to be different, and it's okay not to share the same things, and that there's strengths that she has that I lack in, and I can learn from her in that respect. And so when you just put the pettiness aside and you just go, she's my sister, that's how I get past it. It's a tricky thing though. It is a really tricky thing.
Do you have some key
tips on like?
God, they were my tips.
True. Okay. How? Okay.
That's all I
True.
got.
No, they were good. They were good. I mean more like practical in the sense of if sometimes when you get so overwhelmed, you can't even control yourself because you're just like it
Not
gets
many
to that-
people here have seen me like that, but no, yes.
Yeah, like, and remember, the reason why I'm doing this is because we are real people.
Yeah.
Christians aren't perfect.
Yes.
So we are just as real, and leaders aren't perfect.
Nope.
We do our best to be the
Role models.
role models and well behaved, but we still deal with the same things. So if I'm not sure if you've experienced getting this, but I'm assuming that you have. When you get super duper overwhelmed and you just kind of just want to scream at your sibling, do you have like a step guide of like how you like calm yourself in that moment? Have you ever?
I don't know if I've ever calmed myself. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. I have to like role play it in my brain. Okay. So I'm like, Maddie. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so if I'm with my sister and we're about to get into an argument, normally, not gonna lie, we don't argue when we're not living together. That makes sense. So we're not living together, we're sweet as a pie. Like, I don't think that's a saying, but we are good.
It's a sweet pie.
It's a sweet pie. So normally it's like when we're living in the same household together. So, I don't know, like if I get really enraged, literally what I have to do is I have to walk away. That is the biggest thing for me. I actually have to walk away because if I enter into that, there's no coming out. Like it is really hard to, once I get to that level, it is really hard to calm myself down. And I know that about myself. And I know my trigger points. And if they get targeted, then I'm like, ah. So it's actually a matter of walking away. And actually, I go into my room and I get into it might be actually watching a TV show or a movie or something to like completely snap my mind off it. I do go to God with it and everything, but sometimes I just need to just like watch something to completely break my headspace out of it and to actually like reset and refresh. Practically, that's what I do.
It's good because Jesus teaches us to be kind and loving. Would you agree or
would you say you're kind and loving? I was like,
would you agree that sometimes like loving and being kind to your siblings is actually harder than everyday people?
Yes, 100%. It is really hard because you know them so well, and I think as well, like with siblings, you see them when no one else is seeing them, so you see them for like their full self, which is great, but everyone's full self has pros and cons. Like everyone's full self has things that they are great at and they have downfalls. And so because you're living with them, you're so much more exposed to downfalls and as well. So then it's like their trigger points almost as well. So I think it's a lot harder to be loving and kind when they're in your space all the time and you're around them all the time,
So that might be the reality, but would you say that it's still just as important to be kind and respectful? And
because like they're still a person, like and every person deserves that love, that respect, the kindness. Like I would hate it if someone was if someone's not kind to me, it feels terrible. Like it does not feel good. And so just because they're my sibling doesn't mean they deserve to feel terrible. Like they deserve to feel loved and respected and kind.
It's good. I just quickly wanted to read this.
Yes.
In Romans 12 verses 9 to 21, there's this beautiful passage about love and action, and it's actually really challenging. So go read that at home later. Romans 12, 9 to 21. But I'm just going to read this one part. It's 17 to 18, and it just hits you in the sore spot. But it says this: do not repay anyone evil for evil, but be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone, including siblings, right? Wow. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Yay!
Yeah.
Including siblings. Great.
But siblings are still siblings. Like at the end of the day, something I learned last year, at the end of the day, if something was to happen and you lost all your friends, you still have your siblings and you still have your family. I think that's really important to remember.
Point.
Like they're your family, they're your core unit, and they will never ever leave you and give up on you. And like because you're blood with them, like so even if you struggle with your siblings, they will be there when no one else is there because they're your sibling.
It's good. All right, one more question. Gonna ask everyone this, and then we'll go to the next person.
Okay.
But how did you stay connected with God during isolation, which might encourage us to how do we stay connected with God full stop right now?
Yeah, Amazing. Okay. Well, actually, when I was in isolation, I was in the process of making a big decision to stay in Port Macquarie or to move to the Central Coast because my parents moved to the Central Coast in isolation. So I was actually not so focused on the isolation because I was trying to worry about this decision and coordinating what it would look like. So I was really actually pressing into God because I needed to make that decision. So I didn't find so much. I think when I came out of it on the other end, and we were still in isolation once my parents moved, so then I was by myself, and I was like, whoa, I'm so isolated. But something I did was find what makes your heart really happy, find your thing that is good with Jesus. Mine was podcasts on the beach. I really liked listening to podcasts on the beach. And the beach makes my heart really happy, and it makes me feel like real good peace. So I would go and I'd put in a podcast that was from my favorite speaker or something like that. And that really encouraged me to constantly be refocusing my attention back onto God. But I didn't feel like I had to sit down in a room and read, like open my Bible, because sometimes that can be unmotivating when every day you're in your room. So like you were allowed exercise when you're isolating. You're allowed to go for a walk for 1 hour a day. So I would take that and I would put in my headphones and make it Jesus time.
Love it. Thank you.
No worries.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Groovy.
See ya.
Bye. We love you. Claps. Woohoo! Emily Brown. Jacob Killick. Could you please come up? I promise this one is
You
meaningful.
promise?
Yeah. Just sit
I'm
down.
going to bother sit down.
Why is Jake's hair always looking so good is a question I got from someone. Now give us the full detail. How do you do it?
So, I wake up in the morning and it looks like this.
Wow.
But that's not it. That's not all. So then
Oh.
I go into the shower, right? And it goes all floppy. So then I have to dry my hair. So I go like this, like this with the towel. And then it's all spiky and up like this, like, and then I have a hairbrush and I brush it. And then it stays like this for the entire day.
That's amazing. Thanks, Jake.
Oh my
So
gosh.
good. You can go. No, I'm just kidding. Sit down. I'm just kidding. It's all right. Welcome, Jake. So Jacob Killick is,
Sick of
are
getting
you
up and down.
an intern?
I think, yeah.
You're an intern.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, just checking. So Jake's also an intern, like Em, but Jake does a lot of like kids' church stuff on Sundays. So not only does he get to hang out with you guys, but he hangs out with little humans.
Yes.
Do you enjoy doing that?
I do. I love that so much and I miss it a lot.
What's one of the most creative things you've done for crafts? Because actually, we've got to admit something here. You've got to admit something here. Is that Jake is you are a creative.
Yes.
And you run your young people, the little kid stuff, but you say yourself you're not good at crafts.
Yeah, so when I first started doing the kid stuff, I was like, okay, yeah, I can teach them about God. I can do like fun music stuff. I can do games. But then I was like, wait a minute, kids love craft, and I'm really bad at craft. So I just kind of freaked out at first, and I was like looking over the internet. I had like a whole day, like it was a whole Wednesday. I was looking on the internet going, Sunday kids church crafts for kids with different ages and different abilities. And it was just a long, hard journey of finding the right craft, right? And so I think probably the best craft I've done. Ooh, I've done a fair bit. What do you reckon? I did paint this wall behind me, but that wasn't part of the kids' craft. Oh, the toaster tongs. Yes.
Explain.
So, my dad made a. I think my dad's saying that I inherited my hair from my dad.
We will agree with that.
Yes, Nathan has hair.
That was not us, Nathan. We know you.
All right.
The craft. Tell us about the craft.
Yes, actually, my dad has put in a comment, the wind chimes. I made wind chimes one week.
Yes.
I think it was like the second or third week of isolation. I made wind chimes out of sticks and fishing line and washers. And we wrote praises to Jesus and worship to Jesus stuff on it. It was like, I love Jesus so much. And then when it blows in the wind, you can remember it and you can pray about that.
That's beautiful.
I can make some for you guys if you want, special request.
It's great. And speaking of sticks, that's
Yes,
your nickname.
that's me.
Can you please tell us where that nickname came from? We just don't know.
The biggest question. So Jack and I often get mistook. Mistaken.
English?
And so one day we're walking into church, and a wise, experienced lady, I think this is how it goes, Jack, correct me if I'm wrong, but she said, hi. Yes, she was saying hi to everyone who was walking in and complimenting them. So, hi Emma, beautiful singing. Hi so-and-so. Hi Patrick, beautiful guitar playing. And then she said, hi Jake, beautiful... And then I think she just said sticks, didn't she? She just went straight to sticks. And so that, and then Jack kind of took that as my new nickname, and then it kind of stuck, because now you can call me Sticks and Jack Jack instead of Jack Jake and Jake Jack.
And the other reason is because you play drums, right?
And that, yes, I also do play
Yeah.
drums.
Cool.
If you didn't notice.
I love that. Yeah. You are a great drummer. We are very blessed to have you as well for
You too.
drumming. Great. And thanks. I can play the rock beat. Thank you very much.
The what? Oh, the rock beat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're also one of the leaders here, and you were asked a lot of random questions, but we have some important ones too. Actually, one of these was going to go to Em, but we're running out of time, so I'm going to ask Jake.
Awesome.
Oh, wait, no, wait. I have a perfect question for you. Okay. What do you do when you're in a bad vibe?
Ooh.
And can I just say, I have experience seeing Jake in a bad vibe.
Yeah. It's
So
not fun.
we all have bad vibes.
Yeah.
So what's your... Maybe
Okay.
first, how do you react out of just the natural self and just admitting that you're human and imperfect, but
Yeah.
then how do you get out of that
How do
bad
I get
vibe?
through it? Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously I think I'm a pretty bubbly, fun dude, and I guess it's very noticeable when I'm not the fun, bubbly dude. And I think, the first step is me going, oh, okay, I'm in a bad vibe. The next thing I do is, okay, why do I have a bad vibe? Why am I just mad at everyone for no reason? Why am I just snapping at everyone for no reason whatsoever? And then if I don't get any conclusion from that, I go, okay, well, it's obviously a me problem because it's not a someone else problem. And then I often just pretend I just kind of shut everyone out and just keep it to myself, which I've learned is not the best thing to do. I think especially if you are a bubbly, fun kind of person, it is important to reach out to people and just be honest and say, no, I'm not okay. Can you pray for me, or can you, I was saying to Emma one day when I was in a bad mood, I was like, and Emma was like, oh, are you okay? And I was like,
Oh, are you okay?
no, I mean, no, okay. She's
I
like,
don't sound like
she's
that.
Jake, are you okay? And I was like, oh, that's the word. In my head, I'm like, oh, this is the last thing I want to be asked right now. But because it's Emma, I go, yeah, I'm all right. And she goes,
I see you.
I see. And then, yeah, it's important to get stuff off your chest sometimes. You just go, blah, 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 blah. I don't know why I'm like this. And then when you do that, it lets people speak truth into your lies that you've spoken over yourself. Because it often, for me, the bad vibes often come from when maybe I've done something not very well, or someone I didn't do the right thing. Like I didn't do a job that someone asked me to do, and I just kind of beat myself up a lot. But just being told that you are still loved and that you are still enough for this place and that you're meant to be here is so overwhelming and so encouraging when you are in a bad vibe. And something I think Bella said earlier, she not letting people have power over how you feel. Was that you, Bella? That was Emily.
Emily.
All right, sorry. Not letting other people have power over how you feel, letting God be the one who controls that, and letting God be the one who influences that. Yes, and if you fix your eyes on the fact that God is good and that God is with you, how couldn't you be joyful? God is alive, and He loves us. But then it's pushing through and going, okay, I need to speak truths over these lies that have been spoken over me by myself.
It's good. And on that, you've admitted a few times to me that sometimes when you're struggling, it's because you feel like you've disappointed someone, because you're a bit of a people pleaser, which is such a great thing. It's great to have people that are You're always looking to make sure everyone's happy. You're never just caring about yourself. You're always looking at everyone else and wanting to make sure everyone's having a good time. And so, you might not do anything terrible, but if you know that someone got disappointed from something that happened, you usually sometimes blame yourself.
Yeah.
And how do you make sure, just speaking to those who are probably a bit like that, they're always about other people, which is such a beautiful quality, again, but sometimes it's easy to let people's opinions of you impact you. How do you keep yourself in a positive mindset? And how do you make sure you're also looking after yourself? But yeah, does that make any sense?
Yeah, no, it does. So the first step in that is going, you just kind of got to step back a bit and just kind of analyze the situation, and just go, okay, what was it that made them feel disappointed in me? Was that reasonable? Blah blah blah. And then you go through that and you try and understand your thoughts, because your thoughts can be so messy. And something Emma's said to me before is to write down what you're feeling and rationalize stuff, because then your thoughts are on the paper and you go, oh, it's not actually that bad, or on your phone or whatever like that. What was the first bit? The people pleaser bit.
It's just that, it's easy to let other people's opinions of you determine your joy. And you're talking about not letting people have power of you. But, how do you practically, as someone who gets affected by that a lot, out of the kindness of your heart, how do you get out of that funk?
Yeah, okay. So understanding that not everyone's thinking the same as you. Not everyone is going, oh, how can I please every single person in this room? Some people are thinking, oh, how can I, get this job done, or how can I fix everything that's happened earlier, or something like that. Whereas people who are similar to me go, oh, that person's obviously not alright. I've got to check up on them. And then if Emma's not happy with me, if I've done something and then Emma's, the camera fails or whatever, and Emma goes, oh, Jake, I thought blah, 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 my heart breaks, because I go, oh no, I've disappointed Emma, I've let the team down like that. And it could be the smallest comment that Emma says that just goes, that just breaks me down or whatever.
Oh man.
Which is very bad, because yeah, it's I'm still obviously learning myself to not let other people have that power over my emotions. But yeah, just understanding that other people are not thinking the same as you, and going, okay, I need to understand that I'm loved by God and I'm meant to be here, and God has called me to be here for my situation, that God has called me to be here, and that I'm in the right place doing his handiwork. And yeah, just knowing that the people around me or around you still love you, no matter what. The people around you are gonna still, if the camera fails, there's still solutions. It's not the end of the world, There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is Jesus in the end of the day. And
Amen.
And you can always say sorry to people. I don't know, I've apologized a lot to Emma, I've apologized a lot to a lot of people for being having a bad vibe or something like that. So yeah, just knowing that it's going to be all right. It's not as a big deal as you think.
And just to clarify, the reason why you get in trouble is because I'm the youth pastor and
yes,
I make sure things get done. But I adore all of my leaders, and you can testify the fact that I usually tell you it's all good, but
yes,
you just keep being sad.
Emma always goes, it's all good, Jake, but I go, oh my gosh, this is the worst.
Jake will come to me I'm so sorry, I've just completely disappointed him. It's all good, it was just a camera, we've moved on by now, it's all good.
It's terrible.
You are so loved, Jake. And just a final question, and we're going to wrap it up here. I would love to just have everyone's faces come up.
Let's come up here.
You can just
come
show your face. We did have a question for Jack, but it was just literally, what school did you go to? So
Jack, do you want to come up here? And,
Jack, I think it's really important for the people to know.
Come stand on the stage, everyone.
Just pop yourselves up, spread yourselves out, be
this
safe.
Is fun. Jack,
these
come
are
here.
the faces. Brody, you can come too. There's time.
Jack, tell us, what school did you go to?
I went to St. Columba.
Woo!
Heck yeah.
And funnily enough, majority of these human beings did too. So
we all did.
But we are, even though majority of us came from SCAS, doesn't matter what school you go to, you're so loved.
That's right.
It's not we haven't chosen SCAS people, we just happen to come from the same place.
Brody didn't go to Skaz.
Great. Skaz did, yeah. This is, wait, Maddie, come up. I just want to quickly just introduce you. You should all know these guys by now, but in case you're a new person, this is Red Dog Lachlan. Lockie is amazing. He is in year 12, but he's one of our leaders and he just loves to help out, and we're just so thankful to have you, Lockie. We love everything that you bring to this team, and you're just always the man that'll go do anything. We just love you. You already know Emily. This is Maddie. Maddie is beautiful. Maddie is in year 12. What?
She's mum.
Yeah, her jersey says mum because she's so much like that. Maddie has such a mother's heart, and it's so real. You know, she just adores people, and you are just so beautiful. We just love you. We love what you bring. You bring your own flavor to this ministry group.
We love you, Maddie.
I'm sure everyone can agree, Maddie, awesome. Who am I missing? Jack. Jack up the back.
Jack up the back. He's always up the back.
Jack is usually a lot of the behind the scenes guy, but Jack is also doing the internship in a way. Yeah, it's like second year, and Jack is just always on the job. His heart. He actually said that youth group is his favorite place to be.
Spoilers.
Oh, spoiler. Okay, so that's because of a video next week. My bad. You'll see it on YouTube, but I thought it was so beautiful because he actually loves it. You know, these guys come because they love it. Brody over here, Brody is such a gentleman. Brody, his heart for people is it just explodes. You know, I am so inspired by Brody. Brody, we love you. Brody does all the behind the PowerPoint stuff as well, behind the scenes, but he's also great at signing people in at youth.
Yeah, he is.
One of the best. We could never replace him. And then we got Pat on the guitar up the back there. Pat is awesome. Pat is also a behind the scenes kind of guy. And you know, you guys don't always get heaps of platform for it. I mean, he's on the guitar. Like, how incredibly talented is Pat on guitar? We are so blessed to have Pat.
Love you, Pat.
And this technology, you know, there's so much we couldn't be able to do without you. And we're just so thankful to you, Pat. You're incredible. Have I missed anyone?
Emma Webb.
Emma, that's
Best
me.
youth pastor ever.
Aww.
Thanks for leading us so gracefully and beautifully. We really appreciate all the work you do for us.
That's okay. Thank you. I love it. I just love being here. I love being able to love you guys. And we do have a special guest, Aaliyah. You should just come say hi, quick. You don't have to talk. It's okay. Aaliyah is a beautiful friend of mine. She's from Queensland. She also comes hang here sometimes. She's got her own youth group, but she just came and hung with us this afternoon because it's hard to be in Queensland and New South Wales at once. There she is. Aaliyah, we love you. Welcome to Port Youth. It is so great to have you here. So good. Well, we're going to close. We're going to finish with worship, but I just want to say we love you guys as well. We know it has been so hard to stay connected. We know it's been hard to do small groups and youth online, but we are coming back. We are so excited. We cannot wait to just spend time. And yeah, we just love you, and we want you to know that we miss every single one of you. And even if you didn't come to this afternoon, we want you to know that we care, we see you, and if we pester you with messages, it's because we love you, and we just want to connect with you because we see you, we know you matter, you are not alone, you are not unseen. You are so very seen in the crowds. You matter, every single one of you matters to us, and every single one of you matters to Jesus. Yeah, you guys can take the table and the chair. Every single one of you matters to Jesus, and we're about to sing this song, and, you know, Em's going to continue to lead worship. Eminem, gotta love it. But I just really want to encourage you to reflect right now and to remember that even if you can't feel God, even if maybe you haven't really made a decision to follow Jesus, you know, we still run youth group because of Jesus. We run it because he loves us, and we truly, with everything within us, believe that Jesus loves you. And if that's all you take from tonight, take that. He loves you, and he just wants to be in relationship with you. You know, he's already chosen you. He already wants you to be a part of his family, but, you know, he just wants you to choose him back. That's what free will is. You have the freedom. He doesn't force you, but he wants you. And if you feel like you're someone that doesn't feel connected right now, that doesn't feel wanted, that doesn't feel seen, then I need you to know that Jesus sees you, because that's the reason we run this, so that you can know that he sees you. So we're going to sing this brand new song called Champion. If you don't feel like you're strong enough, well, if you want him, Jesus can be your champion. Let's sing. Thanks, Em.
you guys just close your eyes and listen to the words of this song and receive the words of this song? Because you might know it, you might not. It's quite new actually, but like new to the English. It's only just been released, this song, and so just receive the words and let God be your champion. Because I am who the lyrics say, I am who you say I am, and you crown me with confidence. I am seated in a heavenly place, undefeated, with the one who has conquered it all. You don't have to strive to be anything because you're already seated in the heavenly place. You're already a child of God. You're already crowned with confidence. So you don't have to be anything. God welcomes you as you are, and He'll be your champion. Tried so hard to see it. Took me so long to believe it. That you choose someone like me to carry your victory. Perfection could never earn it. You give what we don't deserve it.
when giants fall, when you stand undefeated. Every battle you've won. I am who you say I am. You crown me with confidence. I am seated in the heavenly place, undefeated. By the power of your name, I am seated in the heavenly place, undefeated, with the one who has conquered it all.
Thank you, Lord, that you've conquered all for us. We don't have to do anything, Lord, because you do everything. You do everything. Amen. Well, it's time to head into our final song. We're going to sing Let Go. So jump up off your seat. Come on, we're going to do some moving it out. We're going to do some dancing because it is time to let go of everything and give it back to Jesus. Amen. Praise God. Remember to come to church online on Sunday, 9 a.m. And then we come to the cafe and you can hang out at the cafe with us. It's going to be incredible. And yeah, I hope you guys have a blessed week. We love you guys. Let's sing. I close my eyes.
you.